Greetings, this is Xbox Ahoy, and this is episode 24 of my Modern Warfare 2 weapon guides. In this episode, we're covering the third available handgun, the M9. Like all the handguns, it's a semi-automatic weapon. It's unlocked at level 46. M9 is the US Army designation for the Italian-made Beretta 92F. It was designed in 1975 and was adopted as the M9 by the US Army in 1985. Officially entering service in 1990. The M9 replaced the M1911A1 as their primary sidearm. It fires the NATO standard pistol cartridge, the 9x19mm Parabellum round. In-game, the M9 is a fast-switching sidearm with a short effective range. Up close it can be deadly, but it loses effectiveness at a distance. Compared to the USB-45, the M9 has a larger magazine and lower recoil, but is effective out to a shorter range. I prefer the iron sights on the M9, but in practical terms there's not a massive difference between them. While the USB has the edge in range, the M9 makes up for it through controllability and capacity. FMJ is the first available attachment, slightly increasing effectiveness of the M9 through cover. It's not particularly effective with handguns, but it's better than using the M9 with no attachments, and it may make a critical difference when shooting through thin walls. The silencer is, sadly, subject to a glitch. Like the MG4 and M240, it simply does not work. When you fire, you will still appear on the minimap. All the silencer will do is decrease your effective range. Avoid a silenced M9 at all costs, as it will do you no favours. Akimbo doubles your firepower and can be an effective combination up close. You lose the ability to aim, but at longer ranges the M9 isn't particularly effective, so you'd be better off relying on your primary. Akimbo is both fun to use and deadly up close. The tactical knife attachment reduces the cooldown of your knife attack, allowing you to kill multiple enemies more rapidly with your melee weapon. I can't say I approve of relying too much on your blade, but couple the tack knife with commando and you'll be unstoppable if you can surprise enemies up close. Extended magazines are the last attachment, giving you 20 rounds instead of 15. It's not particularly useful as the M9's magazine is generous enough already, but it does save you from reloading after every engagement. If you have a fast trigger finger, it might be useful against clusters of enemies. Overall, the M9 doesn't demand any particular attachments to be effective. FMJ or extended mags are probably the best all-round choice, and Akimbo is good when used with steady aim for close-range encounters. The M9 suits either stopping power or lightweight for your red perk. Stopping power will give you 2-hit kills up close, while Lightweight Pro is useful for the improved manoeuvrability and faster recovery from sprinting. As a sidearm, you're better off designing your class around your primary weapon. As a general rule of thumb, I would use the M9 with stopping power and the Magnum with a different red perk. Both configurations giving 2-hit kills up close. Your blue perk should depend on your primary weapon, but in most cases I prefer sleight of hand for an aggressive role, as it will give you the edge in aim and reload speed. Marathon is always a great perk for a rush or flanking class, although generally speaking attempting the rush with a pistol is suicide. You'd be much better off using an SMG. Your third perk is again better decided by your primary weapon and style of play. Ninja is probably the best all-round third perk to use. When using the last stand perk, the M9 is the default pistol if you don't have a pistol secondary. This does mean if you use M9 Akimbo for instance, you'll get 2 pistols whilst you're in last stand, which can be to your advantage. The M9 is a very similar weapon to the USB-45, with a very similar damage profile and effective use. It handles a little better than the USB-45, with better iron sights and lower recoil. It's my preferred handgun with stopping power and enable backup. Its only detriment is that it cannot effectively be silenced like the USP can. The fast draw time will save you time and time again when you're caught needing a reload or when using a weapon only effective at long range. The handguns are somewhat underrated, but in the right hands they are the perfect complement to nearly any other primary weapon. Thanks for watching, this has been Xbox Ahoy. Join me next time when I'll be covering the 4th Assault Rifle, the TAR-21. Farewell for now.